Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and in the last part we beat the first Dark World dungeon, and now basically all I did was I went south from the dungeon to where you enter, and it's basically where I am right now, just right down here, just to save a little bit of time while going through there. So now we're going to go ahead and head to Dark World Dungeon number 2, which, as you can see, is way down there to the south. Now we couldn't go there before. Some of these dungeons you can do kind of out of order. I mean, I've done it before, but I mean, probably wouldn't recommend it. But you know, there's a few times you can actually sequence break here, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. Okay, so now that we got our magic hammer, we can come down here where we couldn't before. So, let's see what this says. Bomb shop. Alright, let's go ahead and check that up. Or check that out. So this is where Link's house was, and if you travel back to the light world, that's where you'll be. And there's basically this weird guy who does become very important near the end of the game. We won't have to deal with him for a while. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into world number. Actually, no. We can go ahead and wait a sec. We do have. Oh no. We're gonna actually do something real quick before we go to Dungeon 2. Not that it matters or anything. You can do this stuff in any order, basically, you want. Wait a sec. I think this is slightly important over here. Yes. Up here where we couldn't get before, there is a heart piece. And we got another heart container. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, I knew that had to do with something. Oops. Now, sometimes if you try to go through a portal at a certain angle, you'll end up actually hitting or being on top of something in the Dark World, which you can't do for some reason. The game just won't allow it. So let's go up here. We're going to pick up a thing that will let us teleport throughout the light world, because it doesn't work for the Dark World, but it'll help us scoot through the light world faster. Okay. After wandering into this world, I turned into this shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I want to see that place again. Okay. Sorry about that. So I'm back. Alright. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Will you try to find it for me? Yes. Then I will lend you my shovel. Good luck. Alright, so here we get the shovel. You borrowed a shovel. You can dig in many places. You never know what you'll find. Okay, so ooh. Basically, we want to find this guy's flute by using the shovel. And I think that you actually have to be in the light world to find it. Maybe. But it is up here somewhere. Yeah, I'm really... I think it's actually... I think it's actually in the light world. Maybe. It's somewhere around here if you dig. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna go to the light world. Maybe we'll find it there. So, using the magic mirror, we can travel back to the light world. Here we got this guy, who is actually the guy we were just talking to, only in the Dark World. And I'm pretty sure I haven't showed that before. Okay, so let's try up here. There we go. Oh, here it is. Here is the flute. Its music surely has some mysterious power. Okay, now, before we go back into the dark world, let's go ahead and go back to Kakariko Village, because we got some things to do there, or one thing to do, namely. Okay. What did I just kill there? I know it wasn't a guard. What the hey? Die. So you'll notice that after beating the wizard and everything, different guards and different types of guards will appear in places that they weren't before. So that could be kind of a nuisance, sort of. Let's go ahead and go to the center. Right here. Oops, why do I keep playing Pokemon Pearl or Diamond too much? Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so here we're gonna whip out the flute and then play it. And then a bird pops out of the stone. And then it flies away. Now, this bird, if you use the flute, this bird will come and pick you up, and you can teleport to any of 8 locations. 9 once we get ready to go to the final of the 8 Dark World dungeons. So, now let's go ahead and go to here, where we can prepare for the second Dark World dungeon. Now here, if you remember, we pulled out that switch and drained the water for that piece of heart. Well, for now we have to drain it so we can get into the second Dark World level thing. But I made a really dumb mistake, and I think for the most part there's no way to go to the Dark World right in this area. So that means I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, there is. They were nice enough to put this up here, where if you pound these things down, you can lift this up and teleport back to the Dark World. Cool. So this is the swamp area. For some reason they didn't name the dungeons here, and or they didn't name the dungeons in the Super Nintendo version. But if you ever play the Game Boy Advance port of this, you can actually, they name the dungeons. So there's all kinds of new nasty creatures here that I don't feel like explaining about. So yeah, this dungeon would have a name if you came here before. Or it would have a name in the... What? Was there supposed to be water? Oh, wait a second, I know what I have to do. Whoops. Durr! Okay, you actually have to go to the light world from the dark world, and then pull the water now instead of before. Okay, whoopsie. Dumb me. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this. And go back to the dark world, where there should be water in the dark dungeon. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the water's drained here too now. Okay, Dark Dungeon number 2. This dungeon is not really that hard in my opinion. And I'm going to continue this little explaining of this dungeon in the next part, because we're at 10 minutes. So see you guys in the next time. Bye.